my God, I had to turn on the record and make a video on this. This is kind of hilarious. I'm digging for funny things to react to today, and this one just took the cake, right? This is great and hilarious, and you guys all remember my little theory about how Mikey, Spock, and Spock are gonna do the nasty in this season, having a very highly inappropriate but not quite incestuous relationship, unless you kind of count the fact that his father's soul is inside of her head. Well, apparently even sexist, racist, heterophobe Mary Sue doesn't want this to happen. Let's just get right into it. This is kind of hilarious. Usually the Mary Sue are all about shipping and all the horrible crap that we hate, that normal people hate, they love, and they're obsessed over. I'm surprised they don't like this. I'm really, really surprised. I hates it. Precious. Okay, so this, I'm assuming this is a woman. I hate this theory about Michael and Spock on Star Trek Discovery. Over at Screen Rant, John, I can't pronounce his last name, has written an extensive theory about the schism between Michael Burnham and her adoptive brother Spock occurred because of a possible romantic past between the two. Can we not do this? I'm not blaming or Quinola, for voicing his theory. I can't pronounce his name. It is, quite frankly, a thought I had myself while watching the first episode of Star Trek Discovery's second season brother, but the whole thing makes me exceedingly tired. No, it's not just exceedingly tired. It's a cheap thing to get people talking about it. That's all it is. It is a cheap ploy to get people talking about Discovery because their numbers are so in the shitter. You know, we have news of this 75% or 79% increase. Of what? You know, I can say that, you know, this Porg is now 75% cuter than it was before. We don't know. We don't have an actual number of how cute this was before. It's made up. It's all made up. Like, CBS All Access is just made up bullshit. Their numbers aren't real. They don't give you real facts or information. And this is why they leak these sort of stories, because it gets people talking and it gives them something to show their shareholders and investors when they show them, oh, see, well, the Parrot Analytics says that people are talking about it. Yes, but the Parrot Analytics don't show that people are, like, livid and hate it and don't want anything to do with it. Even your target demographic, even your kind of SJW sort of millennially crazy people who write for the Mary fucking Sue don't want this. So this is kind of hilarious. This is so crazy. Even the crazy people don't want this. I'm sorry, I just can't stop laughing. This is kind of crazy. Brother takes plans to show that there was a deep well of complicated feelings between Spock and Michael, who joins Spock's family as a child after her parents are killed. The young Spock is antagonistic to Michael upon her arrival, and present-day Michael tells their father that their father Sarek, Spock's father Sarek, her adopted father, that she hasn't spoken to Spock in years. She intimates that something went wrong in their relationship, but there's a point when he accepted her for a time. I think we can assume that there was a stretch of years where they overcame childish behaviors and bonded before something, as of yet to be revealed, tore them apart. Oh, did they break each other's little hearts? Did she break his heart for being like a total wooden bitch? Is it something because, oh no, we're in love, but we can't because we have the same father, even though we don't? The thought that a forbidden romance is the direction Discovery might be headed flashed through my head because media properties are frequently reductive in their treatment of how men and women interact. It's hard not to consider that a drama known for loving twists might go for what they consider to be a shocking twist, as though none of us grew up reading V.C. Andrews. That is actually a good point. That is a really good point. V.C. Andrews was doing this sort of incestuous shit long before. And just watch the movie Flowers in the Attic. Really, actually a good movie. I haven't seen that in many, many, many years. My mom's a huge V.C. Andrews fan, too. What I could kind of compare this to with modern day stuff is Game of Thrones. They want it to be Game of Thrones in space. They want it to be dark, edgy, gritty, dramatic. They want deaths and destruction and sex and boobs and F-bombs. Problem with that is that it's Star Trek. And Star Trek isn't supposed to be that. Star Trek is supposed to be kind of this intellectual social commentary sort of piece for smart people. Smart people usually like Star Trek. And even smart people like Game of Thrones. And Game of Thrones is at least handled better than how they're handling Star Trek lately. All right. I can't say his name. The thesis on how what happened between them could be romantic in nature, and that Michael likely rejected Spock's affections, leading to his retreat from her, feels both exhaustingly familiar and at the same time totally incompatible with Star Trek. Yes, when even the Mary Sue people are saying, no, don't do this. Please don't do this. Like, it's going to kill Star Trek. I mean, I know that the Discovery is made for people who don't like Star Trek, by people who don't like Star Trek. I get it. I really get it. Doesn't mean you have to kill it. Just stop. Just stop. It's already dead. Please, it's already dead. Just stop. I'm no prude, but this isn't Game of Thrones. It's difficult for me to believe that Star Trek is the property that ultimately is there to further a utopian vision. We give Spock, the character who is the most revered in canon, a retcon background of thwarted incestuous desire. Well, I mean, it's not really incest, but still, it's very inappropriate. It's a very inappropriate relationship if they're doing that. Let's see. The author uses Spock's known history to further posit that Spock had feelings for Michael, like Spock's resistance to his betrothal to Pring in the original series. And I did read this yesterday in my article. Star Trek never elaborated on why Spock didn't want to marry to Pring. It was inferred because he wanted to dedicate his life to Starfleet. But will we learn in Discovery that it was actually because during those years on Vulcan, his romantic feelings were reserved for Michael? Oh, ew, no, ew, yuck, spew, don't. Please don't do that. I really, really, really hope this does not prove to be the case. It's not that the story's concept bothers me so much. It's the utter and complete lack of originality of it that I would find unbearable. Men and women are capable of being close without romantic ties, and capable of fallouts that have nothing to do with romantic ties. Adoptive siblings being tormented by taboo emotions is neither an inventive idea in the history of a narrative, nor one that would fit with everything we know about Michael and Spock's characters until now. It has no place in Star Trek Discovery. On Discovery, Michael implies that it's her fault that she and Spock have falling out. See, the original author writes, whatever did happen between Michael and Spock, Michael takes the blame for the relationship going sour, indicated she was the one who rejected Spock, or ended what was going on. It's even possible Michael broke Spock's heart. Oh, because she's just the bestest ever, and everybody's in love with her. Blech. Yuck. Everyone's got wood for wood in this series. It's frankly insulting that the theory postulates that Michael is the one who rejects Spock, and then feels guilty about it. The burden is not on the person who rejects someone to be responsible for the other's emotional state and its repercussions. We see this issue playing out in violent incidences in the real world every day. Hopefully whatever Michael did do in regards to Spock has zero to do with that theory. But what happened to them as they both grew into adulthood? Could the answers be found in Spock's Vulcan biology and his undergoing Ponfar? Ew, I don't want to see that. We already saw that. We already saw it. We already know. No. If this season turns into a distorted Kirk Spot Ponfar fanfic starring Michael, I'm throwing everyone out the airlock. And that's probably why it's going to be that way. Even people who they want to watch the show. I think Star Trek Discovery is definitely for the Mary Sue demographic of people, the same type of people who love The Last Jedi, who are watching things while texting, and they need the little indication of when to look up on screen. They need the flash of light, the loud sound effect. They need something not too complicated, but they need something like super shocking to kind of get them to look. That's exactly what they're going to do in this case, I think. And I really hope they don't. I really, really hope I'm wrong about that. A possible past relationship between Spock and Michael in Star Trek Discovery would echo the relationship in the J.J. Abrams produced Star Trek between Zachary Quinto and Zoe Saldana as Uhura. Yeah, Quinto, Spock, and Zoe Saldana as Uhura. After all, it's now canon that Spock is attracted to beautiful, intelligent African-American women. Meanwhile, well, okay, here, question. Uhura is Swahili. Would she still be African-American, or would she just be African? She'd just be African, right? Same thing with Michael Burnham. She is not an American citizen. She grew up and was born, I believe, on a colony in Vulcan. She was born in a colony, a Federation colony. She's not from Earth. That's actually the incorrect terminology, Mary Sue people. You cannot say. And I guess it's not the Mary Sue. This is the original, this is the Screen Rant article. Wouldn't be, I didn't even notice that. Neither of them would be technically African American. Also, Zoe Saldana, I believe, is Dominican, so she isn't even African American. So get your little terminology right, or people are going to jump up your ass for not giving them proper representation. I don't know. I don't care. Who cares? I'm just being pedantic here. I'm just being snotty, I think. Meanwhile, even though she didn't realize Ash Tyler was really the surgically altered Klingon Vok, Michael's season 1 love affair still counts as her having the capacity to fall for an alien. I don't think that's a big a deal in Star Trek as it is to people now. I think that people just fall in love with their coworkers. They don't see it as, oh, you're an alien, you're different. No, you're just a person on the ship, because that's kind of how we see people with different colors. Well, normal people, not like Mary Sue sort of people. Normal, intelligent people, like the people who watch my channel. We see other people with, different genders, colors, skin than we have. And we just view them as the person down the street or the person in the lunchroom at work. We don't really see the color, or we don't really make that an issue. We really don't, because it's so secondary to what's in somebody's heart and how they are as a person and how well they are at their how well they are doing their job. Any of that. I'm not touching this paragraph with a 10-foot pole. Michael and Spock are both highly intelligent people who do not doubt competitive for, who were no doubt competitive for recognition of their gifts, for acceptance on Vulcan, for their parents' affection, for success in Starfleet, and 100,000 things that could have occurred between them to cause conflict and fallout that have nothing to do with romance. This isn't Game of Starships. Let's not go here, guys. Oh, yeah, I actually agree. I don't... This leaves a horrible taste in my mouth that I have to agree with Mary Sue. We don't want to go there. Star Trek fans don't want you to go there. The SJW Star Trek fans don't want you to go there either. So what are they going to do? They're probably going to go there. If I keep seeing articles about this, they're probably going to do that because it's going to get them the clicks. It's going to get them the attention. It's going to get them the recognition. And I think they're probably going to do that. And I'm going to laugh and say, yep, I told you so. I told you so. What do you guys think? Are they really going to do this? Are they just letting this information out there just to drum up hype? And then when the show still doesn't get as much attention as they want, then they're actually going to insert this. and yeah, pun intended with the word insert. What do you guys think? Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. I am Mecha42, and I will see you guys on the next video or live stream. Bye! Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!